Let me see. So, can you hear me? Press star 2 if you can hear me. All right, there we go. We got it. Now it's working. I'm gonna put your hand down so I want to listen to. Hey, Landon, how are things looking over where you're at?
Well, it's funny you saying that because I'm literally the lowest vacancies I've had in forever.
Really?
It's awesome over here. I mean, I've got 4 vacancies out of 117 properties. So, fantastic.
That's just crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy good.
Yeah. No, I mean it's. Have you put anything on the market lately?
Yeah. I put a sign out in the yard out in Groves, Texas. I was getting it fixed up so I could put it on the MLS. It didn't make the MLS. It was gone already.
Yeah, it's and I'm getting offers of 15 and 20% over at what I'm putting it out at, and I think I'm being aggressive at what I'm putting them out at. It's just insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. Good stuff though.
So, oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, what else is new in your realm? Everything good?
Most things are. I've got one little glitch in the matrix. No point. I have a problem where I got a title issue, and I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't just buy title policies anymore. I'm serious. I've been buying properties for over 12. It's good. Thank you. I've been buying properties over 12 years, and I always was buying with title policy. And now I've got one time that I need to use it. It's with WFG, and they're WFing me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hired an attorney to go after them and everything, and we're going through discovery process and all that right now. It's crazy. I bought a house. The whole situation's crazy. The house is actually sitting on 2 lots. When I was buying the property, I was buying the complete address with all 3 lots included. And somehow this seller notified the title company and said he only wanted to sell lot 1. Nobody told me. I wasn't paying attention to it. I just figured I was buying the house like I normally do with, the fenced-in area, everything there is included, And, so now I've got half a house essentially sitting on lot 1 and the other half sitting on lot 2. And so I filed a claim with WFG, and they are just fighting and fighting and fighting. And we're going to go to mediation soon, like on April 30th. But, I just got to thinking, why the hell do I need these title policies? It's just frustration when I try to use it. And like I said, over 12 years of buying houses, and never once needing it. Now I need it, and they're still screwing with me. So I wanted to get your thoughts.
How much was the house when you bought it?
The house, it's a little cheap Beaumont house. It's literally was only $31,000, and that was the amount of the policy. So,
and they're not stroking your check just to get you to go away.
That's what I thought they would do. And the attorney saying, well, when we go to mediation, the policy's $31,000. They're not going to offer you near that. They might offer you 10 or 15. And he's saying that I should basically take it because he's been through other cases. Because on the title commitment, it literally says that they're insuring lot 1, But if any idiot took, 5 minutes, and I know I could have been that idiot taking 5 minutes to do this, but I didn't. If you pull up a flat map, you can see that the house is sitting on lot 1 and lot 2, So, I just figured, hey, I'm buying title insurance. These kinds of things are covered, and apparently not.
How was the contract written up?
The contract was, and this was maybe 6 years ago. When let's say I didn't know as much as I know now. It was a little one-page contract. Didn't have the legal description. It just had the address on it. And, you know, it is what it
Ooh.
is at this point, but.
Yeah. Well, I would still continue to buy them. The reason is when you go to sell it, you can say, if you're ever get called into court, you can say, well, I bought it with insurance policy. It was all free and clear when I bought it. That kind of thing. Because if you buy, I've seen people get into trouble where they buy them and resell them, and they don't have any policies. And the judge says, well, how do you even know what you were selling? How did you know it was good title when you sold it?
Right. Okay. I mean, I've literally never had to use it, so just maybe.
I've tried to make a claim also, and they're just like any other insurance company. They're going to try to get out of it as much as possible.
Right. How many claims have you filed? Just the one?
No, I've filed about 4, and they've all been a massive headache.
Yeah, a little bit of massive headache. Oh, were you victorious on any of them?
Yeah, 3 out of the 4 we were, but we had to push super hard. Like one of them was ridiculous too, man. So we bought it, and I went to go sell the note. It was actually in this note package we recently did, and we sell the note, and it pops up. They run a mortgagee's policy on it, and it pops up that it had a lien, $10,000 child support lien or something. And
Right.
I'm like, how'd you guys miss that? It was on the title policy, or the lien was filed before we closed. How'd you guys miss that? And they were trying to avoid paying that one.
Wow. What company was that?
That one was SNTI.
Okay, because I know there's not a lot of big ones behind the other companies out there. WFT is one of them. I know there's not a whole lot of them out there, from what I understand, anyway.
The other one that I have a really hard time with, and I can't stand, is I never like Stewart as an underwriter is terrible.
Okay.
I don't like Stewart Old Republic's another really big one that I can't stand. There's some out there that I'll tell them I don't want my stuff underwritten by them.
Right.
I won't have my stuff underwritten by FNTI anymore. They're becoming a big one, and they're getting to where they don't even want to do affidavits of heirship anymore.
Huh.
They're like any insurance company. They want zero risk with 100% profit.
Yeah, that's why it's getting me so frustrated, because like I said, I've faithfully bought these friggin' things on every property, all the time for over 12 years now, and never had to use them. The one time I go to use it on a little rinky-dink $31,000 policy, and they're fighting me like tooth and nail. I mean, it's just, I'm thinking I'm not doing this crap anymore. I don't know if I'm going to buy policies anymore. It's just so frustrating.
It's super frustrating, but, it's one of those things where I don't want to get caught where, I went and owner financed 80 notes and they pull me into court and the lawyer finds out I didn't do any of them with a policy, and we buy ours with a policy. We don't necessarily always sell them with a policy, but we at least buy them with a policy so we can cover ourselves with the money lenders and also telling people we know we're selling a good, clear title.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't make my buyer get a policy. In fact, most of the times these days I'm trying to talk them out of it to just go with an attorney, transfer the deed, because it's cheaper and usually faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and we do the same thing, and we explain to them, we say, hey, if you don't want to spend your money on a policy, we get it. We're going to be owning the note, so it's not like we're going to go anywhere.
Right.
This is a good deal for both of us if we can just push this thing through and get it done without it.
Yeah, and it may cost them, $1,500 instead of $4,000 to $6,000. So
right.
Now most of my buyers are like, yes, this is the attorney.
Yeah, exactly. So no, I would still continue to buy them. I know it sucks, and I've been there and done that, but I think I would still continue to do it.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking about it because I know, at least, a couple of years ago, I remember Mitch saying that he doesn't buy insurance for the house. He self-insures something, and it's no different. title policy is insurance. So, you know,
Well, the only difference is with the title policy, they're not just running the house; they're running the search on everybody. Because I've bought stuff before with a title policy, and then I'll go to without a title policy, and then I'll go to resell it, and the new title company goes three owners back and finds a lien that was never released and wants me to go pay it off. So that's the only problem with not doing it yourself is you got to search all the sellers, do the affidavits of heirship correctly. You know, it's pretty hard to get it all perfect.
Yeah.
So,
That's frustrating. You know, aggravating. You want to use it and fight now. But, you know, like I said before, I mean, pretty much everything else is going awesome. So it's all right to have one little. And,
how's the storage looking?
Storage is going. We're like, I feel like we're kind of plateauing. You know, I mean, maybe we're like at 70%. The only leads we're still getting are from Sparefoot. Oh, that's one thing. I'm glad you asked me that. Is there another company out there like Sparefoot that is a competitor?
There was another one, but I think Sparefoot bought them. I'll ask my buddy who works for Sparefoot and find out. I know there was another one, and at the time I was talking to him about it, that Sparefoot was looking to buy them out. So I'll see what they say, and if there is one, I'll text it to you.
Okay. Yeah, they seem like the 800-pound gorilla. I mean, you know, they seem like Airbnb is in the short-term rental world. They seem to dominate. You know, Sparefoot just seems like they're everywhere.
Yeah, they kind of own that space, I guess.
Yeah, it certainly seems like it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, they've gotten us pretty much all the tenants that we do have. So I'm still trying to get my uncle to do a refi on the place to get rid of the 7% loan we've got.
Well, good.
Yeah.
And so right now, I guess you probably won't do any more expansion until you get a little more filled up.
Yeah, exactly. I want to get filled up a little bit more, and then we've got space to. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to go with the boats and RVs, or we should just build another little building. Right now, the easy route seems to just take boats and RVs because we don't really have to do much of anything. You know, just
we're doing a little bit of that right now, and we're doing really, really well.
Okay, well that's encouraging. That's probably the route I'm going to go. We don't have to invest anything else other than we're putting some cameras and lights there because when I bought the facility, it was, you know, it had no love at all. We added an automatic gate, and we're looking into lights and cameras right now.
You're never going to have a better return on your investment than somebody just parking on your dirt.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I've got to get some gravel, you know, or I don't know if they're called like bigger than gravel, but kind of like baseball size, essentially, rocks. Because it is a little muddy down there when it rains.
Oh yeah, get some big stuff because if not, the little stuff that will get pushed to the bottom, and that big stuff won't. That big stuff won't if you get a little bit bigger stuff.
Yeah. Is there a name for those bigger rocks? They have.
They called it. I was looking at it for one of mine, and they called it something. Let me think of it a second. I want to say it was like 2.8 rock or something. I'll ask my dirt guy and send it to you. But I think it was like 2.8 rock.
2.8 rock,
which is like something like that. But like you said, it's about baseball size, maybe a little bit smaller. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll ask him what he called it. I ordered some over a year ago, but I can't remember it now. But I'll find out what he says, and I'll text that over to you.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
So, all right, man. Sounds like he's doing good. I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike. Have a good night.
Bye. You too.